Welcome back to my new video. My name is Boris from RC, and in this video I will tell you why I crashed my Slash. But before I'm going to tell you why I crashed the Slash, I will show you what I broke during the crash. And surprisingly, it is not that much, but it took a long time to rebuild the Slash to make sure that it runs perfect again. Obviously, I broke my wing with the bumper, my chassis plate, which was all to be expected and seen in the previous video. And I think looking at the chassis and how the wing is bent, I think the car made a 180 and then hit the grass with the rear first. The front bulkhead was broken. In here the hinge pin came out. And what happened was, this aluminium brace, which sits right here, was broken on the right side. I think while flying through the air it landed on the right wheel and the impact broke the brace, but also broke the front bulkhead. With the lower arm nothing is wrong because it's carbon fiber, so won't break that easy. Then in the rear, shock tower was bent. The body post brace was also bent, but I could fix it, straighten it out. Just a few bearings here and there, some screws were bent. Body was banged up, especially the rear. It was all bent and a little bit to the inside. But I used boiling hot water to soften the plastic a little bit so I could bend it back together. And you can still see a little bit here, there's a bend. And here it's a little bit crooked. Body post holes are a little bit worn out, but all in all, I think this one is good to go again for speedrunning. I broke one LiPo battery. It didn't explode, it didn't catch fire, nothing too spectacular. When I came home, I couldn't put it back in storage mode. My charger did detect all cells, no wire breakage, but somehow 2 of the 3 cells on the inside don't work anymore. They still have voltage, around 3.9 volts per cell, but they don't discharge anymore. At least my charger cannot do it. So basically I just rebuilt the car, replaced all the damaged parts, took the Max 6 from my X-maxx, put it in here, took the old 1600 kV motor out and replaced it with the TP Power 4080 from my Limitless 2200 kV. Put a fan on it. I took a EX EcoBoost 46 kilograms. That's about it, what I did to the car, except for that one very small piece why I crashed the car. Let's dive into it. As you can see, there's not much original in here. The small changes are this one, this top brace that I've made, and most important, these 2 screws in there. Now, first of all, the top brace. The bulkhead in the front is still from plastic, and when you push it up here, you can see that it flexes inwards. Down here, not much is going to happen, but up here, there's a lot of flex. So, the top brace prevents that. Then, those 2 screws are very important because there was play on the original screws. And I'll show you what I mean. This is the original Traxxas plastic steering bell crank, but this one has the same problem. This connecting brace has play on the screws, and you can see that I can move it in and out. And you can see it on my right hand. It is moving up and down. And I have used, I think, 2 or 3 original Traxxas braces, new ones. And I have switched to this Integy one, and they all had the same problem. But up until driving 185 kilometers per hour, it wasn't a problem. But doing 196 was a problem. Because a little bit of play in here translates to a lot of movement in the wheel hub. And by making these screws, I have 0 play whatsoever, and my steering mechanism is much tighter. So next time when I drive, I hope to go beyond 200 kilometers per hour, but without crashing it. So why did I crash my Slash during the braking and not during the speed run? What do these 2 small screws do? What's the impact? When you are accelerating and you are driving, you shift the weight to the back, driving forward. The weight from the car is shifted to the rear axle, but when you are starting to brake, you're slowing down and you shift the weight to the front of the car. This dynamic in weight shifting causes more pressure on the front wheels, and the resistance on the wheels while driving also changes direction, because when accelerating the resistance is pushing it backwards, but when you are braking it is pushed forwards due to the weight. I have yet set to align my car, but we all know about the toe in the rear, toe out in the front, or for the ones who want to be really risky, almost parallel, completely parallel. I have a little bit toe in and I need to have a little bit toe out. But what happened is, when I accelerate, when I am speed running, I have toe out. But the weight of the car shifts to the front axle. This wheel has play because of the screw, and this toe out flips into toe in. Now I have toe out, toe in, and the car starts to do something crazy. I start to correct it, that's why it started to swivel, to spin, and that's why I crashed it. It's because of the wheel went from toe out to toe in. And that's it. The faster you go, the harder you brake, the more the weight shifts from the car, the more this small play is going to impact the handling of the car. And when you go faster, you break a new personal record. You learn new things, and this time it is by crashing it. But I am going to take this into account when I'm going to build the Limitless. I know I haven't driven it all year, but I hope I can still drive it before fall starts. We will have to see about that. Then I want to thank you for watching. If you like my video, leave a like. And if you want to see more of my videos, check out my channel. Bye bye.